my name is Ivan Temelkov, CEO of Razor Sharp Digital, a human marketing agency that helps companies become more human through omni-channel digital advertising initiatives, emotional engagement, and forging better experiences. This is another daily business tip episode, and if this is your first time tuning in, let me give you a little bit of lay of the land. These particular videos are intended to give you insights and tips to help you thrive and grow your business in today's modern, competitive, and saturated digital world. And with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right in to the show. Things can have some of the biggest impacts in your business. I'm talking about very small things that we tend to overlook in business. A lot of entrepreneurs, small business owners, perhaps you watching this video, seem to be overanalyzing and overthinking things to the point to where you feel like it's a giant cluster and your business is not growing and you feel like you're not taking the right steps or you're overlooking things. Well, chances are you're probably overanalyzing and overthinking things. Let me share a little bit of a story with you. The simplest things are the ones that matter the most, especially when it comes to creating that experience with your prospects and your potential or current customers. Here's what I'm talking about. For instance, recently I was at McDonald's and I went through the drive-thru to grab a cup of coffee in the morning. So I pull up to the drive-thru window. The attendant greets me and asks me, "How can I help you today?" So I went ahead and said, "Good morning. I would like a large coffee with creamer and sugar." And after stating that, then there was a little bit of a silence there, probably about a 10-second silence. After that 10-second silence, now keep in mind at this point I was wondering what was going on. After that 10-second silence, the attendant comes back on and she says, "Go ahead, place your order." So here's me for the second time placing my order again for my coffee, and therefore having to be repetitive. Now, these are the simplest things that can have some of the biggest impacts in your business. And what I'm particularly referring to is when you have to force your customers to be repetitive a couple of times in a row, then it just sets a really bad tone. It creates a very bad impression. And you definitely don't want to do that, especially if this is a first time, a first encounter that you're having with this particular individual or this customer. Setting bad first impressions is probably not a good thing. Now granted, I'm not a first time McDonald's customer, that's not it. But the point here behind the story is that creating those first impressions with your customers, because those first impressions are long lasting, they have longevity, and people tend to remember that. So with your business, when you're especially creating introductions or you're doing your pitch or you're explaining your product or your service offering, just remember, don't be repetitive. Avoid being repetitive as much as possible. Provide enough clarity around what it is that you offer. Ensure that you portray across the added value proposition in terms of what people are going to extract from the information that you're sharing, whether it's a product or a service that you're offering. That way they're clear on what it is that they're going to get out of what you have to offer. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I would love to hear your thoughts and comments in the section below. Feel free to share it. If you're watching this video on YouTube, give it a thumbs up. If you're watching on any other social network, also give it a thumbs up. And hit that subscribe button while you're there. That way, the next business tip that comes around, you'll be notified as soon as it's available. As always, keep it human. Look out after each other. Take care of each other. Be human. Peace out.